Next up, Jack Johnson.
Okay.
Says what college?
Love that name. Love Jack Johnson I love that name.
Efficient. Jack wants to know what college phenom, March Madness hero, did you think would pan out in the league, but didn't?
That is a great question. So to get to where I'm going to go through this. I was never big on Jimmer for that. Even Young P was like, y'all are tripping. Jimmer ain't going to do that in the NBA. Never big on Doug McDermott. Salim Stoudemire out of Arizona. Salim Stoudemire was a part of the team that lost to D. Brown, Darren Williams, and Luther Head, that team. And I think that's 2005. If you know, Arizona had an incredible lead. It's Salim Stoudemire, Hassan Adams, Channing Frye, Mustafa Shakur. They're doing their thing. They're killing the Illini in the first half. The Illini come out in the second half and they take over the game. They win it. They go to the NBA final. They go to the NCAA championship. They lose to Sean May, Rashad McCants, and Raymond Felton, that UNC team. And I love that Arizona team. I love Salim Stoudemire, one of the most beautiful left-hand jump shots. I thought Salim Stoudemire was about to take over the league. I love me some Salim Stoudemire. There's also a guy by the name of Bracy Wright. Bracy Wright played for Indiana when I was growing up. I thought he was going to take over the league. He got drafted to the Timberwolves, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then, I'm not going to lie, man, Derrick Williams out of Arizona as well. Derrick Williams was a madman. I thought Derrick Williams was going to shake shit up over at Minnesota. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know why that didn't translate. Obviously, he had a streaky jump shot, but the athleticism, the do-it-allness was there. It just didn't pan out. That was not a guy. I wasn't high on Derrick Williams, but I wasn't low on him either. I just thought he was going to be a really good basketball player. I thought he was going to do some nice things. I thought he was going to be good. I thought it was going to be much better than what ended up happening. And to see it not pan out was crazy. He had the college basketball world in the palm of his hands, by the way. But yeah, Derrick Williams is one that I really, again, I wasn't like the next star, but I also wasn't like, man, he ain't going to be anything. I don't know what happened there. And then obviously Michael Beasley is one of my favorite players ever.
He was the second. They were both the second pick, right? They were both kind of like these athletic, undersized fours, like as the league was shifting. But Derrick Williams was insane.
I think Beasley was younger. He was one. I think Derrick Williams stayed at Arizona for 2 or 3 years. That's the only difference that they had. And Michael Beasley was, to me, a 10 times better player, especially offensively. But yeah, I don't know what happened with Derrick Williams, man. I don't know. Former Nick.
True. Let me throw out a name for you. Remember DeAndre Daniels on UConn on the Shabazz team, number 2? He's a power forward.
Yes. He could shoot it. Yes.
The Raptors took him in the second round. He never played an NBA game.
Did he make it to the league?
He got drafted in the second round by Toronto, pick 37. Never played an NBA game.
I liked him, man. He was a guy that was overshadowed on that team, but for his size, he had a little bit of a smooth jump shot that intrigued me, and I thought he would be a hidden gem. Yo, UConn not always, but they are a team that, like, for whatever reason, they are hit or miss with their pros. They used to have a left-handed guard when I was growing up, Marcus Williams. They had Emeka Okafor. They had Jason Bone. Hilton Armstrong was a lottery pick to the Hornets. I know Rudy Gay panned out well. Obviously, Kemba Walker panned out well. But UConn, Charlie Villanueva, Ben Gordon, when you look at the history of their players in that 2000s realm, because you have Ray Allen and Rip Hamilton, those guys panned out really well. But they have a tricky trajectory of what their guys are going to look like at the pro level when you review it. So, yeah, because even Jeremy Lamb I thought was going to be a lot better of a pro. I was very high on Jeremy Lamb. But that's the old UConn. I'm talking about UConn under
Calhoun.
The UConn under Hurley, they look like their pros are their pros are going to be a little bit more different. They're going to be at a higher level of pro. Oh, Jerome Dyson. Do you remember Jerome Dyson?
Yes.
Had the chip too? Man,
That was my favorite player as a kid.
I thought he was going to be a guy that was going to do some shit in the NBA. Yeah, UConn has guys that look like they're going to be nice in NBA, and they're kind of hit or miss.
You didn't say Hasheem Thabeet, though, did you?
Yeah, Hasheem Thabeet as well. Hasheem Thabeet. Shout out to Hasheem Thabeet, man. Shout out to Hasheem Thabeet. My goodness.